Hi guys, it's Cindy the Scrapologist. Thanks for coming back to my channel. A little bit of a rant first, and then I'm going to get on to the Your Creative Studio unboxing. But I want to tell you the story of what led up to me getting this box yesterday. I was in my kitchen where my main office is. I have a whole office area on the side of my kitchen, so I don't have to do computer stuff in my studio. And I was on a very serious phone call with a family member, and it was very, very serious, and I needed to pay attention and be there for that person. And it was very upsetting, and I was trying to maintain my composure so that I could be there for them. And in the midst of all this, I have a very, very anxiety-ridden dog. She's right here. You wouldn't know it, but this thing can be loud. And we had a contractor here that she hates. He's worked for us off and on for years, and she just goes ballistic when he's here. So I had this high-pitched barking. So I put her in the bathroom and shut her up in there, and I could still hear it, but it was at a lower tone. And then the cleaning lady came in. I have a tear in my shoulder. I can't vacuum, so I have somebody that helps me with that. But of course, she had to get into the bathroom, so I had to let the dog back out. And the dog hates the cleaning lady, so now I've got the cleaning lady and the contractor here and the barking dog with somebody crying on the phone. Next, my husband comes in, and he had a question from the contractor that had to be answered right then. Right at that moment, the cleaning lady took her duster thing and by accident threw my kitchen timer across the room. It broke and was going beep. And then my other phone started ringing. I gotta tell you, I had my first ever panic attack. I don't know what happened. I could feel things building right here. And I just lost it. I ran. All I could think of, I got that fight or flight. All I could think of was running out of the house. Luckily, I didn't run into traffic. I just ran into the backyard and took deep breaths and calmed myself down and told my family member that I would call them back in a minute when things calmed down in the house. But man, oh man, I had an afternoon yesterday. Well, right after all of that, and after everybody left, I sat and played my piano, which is always what I do for myself. I'm either in my studio or making music, because I'm a music therapist, board certified music therapist, and so I know some techniques to sort of calm down the heart rate and whatnot. So I did music therapy for myself. I kind of calmed myself down, but I was still feeling like I gotta have a glass of wine or something. This is over the top stress. I walked out on the porch, and there was this, my September box from Your Creative Studio, and it brought a smile to my face, and I had something to look forward to, and it just flipped the whole afternoon for me. And so I got thinking about we women, and particularly as women, we tend to set ourselves aside and nurture and care for other people. And sometimes a lot of us do not care for ourselves. We forget about self-care. And if one of the things that makes you happy is creating and being in your craft room, and you can afford something like this subscription box, it's $29 a month, I think. And I know that these are hard times, and to a lot of people that's just too much money. I do understand that. I honestly get these for free in exchange for giving her a little bit of advertising on my YouTube channel, which I'm happy to do because I love these boxes. But the point is, if there's something, a little thing that you can do for yourself that you look forward to, then it's really worth it. The one thing that I decided to do for myself a couple of years ago was get a tea of the month subscription. It's $10 a month, and every month I get a surprise tea, and I bought myself a special little tea brewer and a really fancy little teacup that I would enjoy. And for $10 a month, every month I get a little surprise. And it's my time to go sit, light a candle, have a glass of tea, and pamper myself, even if it's just for a little bit. So I just want to, I know most of my followers are women, so I want to reach out to you through the camera and say, make sure you find some time for self-care and self-love. And this was a real wake-up call for me. I care for elderly parents. I have a husband, animals, 2 full-time jobs, running the studio and everything. And I let myself go, and that's what happened. So these little things, these little subscription boxes, if you find one that you really enjoy and you can afford, and something that you would look forward to and something that's just for you, then I say do it. So that's my little story and my little advice for you for today. Let's jump down to the desk and we'll unbox this puppy and see what's in there. Yay!
Okay, so I cut the tape on it, and let's open it up. And the first surprise that you get when you open a Your Creative Studio box is there's a card on the top that kind of shows you what the theme is. And I already love it. Okay, so this one has a vintage candle on it, and then there's a nice thank you on the other side. I looked and tried to find a little more information on Amanda and her shop. You can buy all of her items at yourcreativestudio.com, and she's in Canada. And I do believe that some of the items in all of her boxes are designed by her. And so I think that that's really cool. And I always save this paper. I love the paper that everything is wrapped in. And sometimes this label comes off nicely, but sometimes you just have to rip the paper a little bit. So let's see what that candle theme is all about. Ooh. Okay. So this is washi tape, and it has a little candle on it. Let's open it. And as I've said in the other unboxings, I always keep these little mini bags. And in case you didn't see it, by the way, I have another video. I'll put the link below. And I made a book out of cardboard. Oops, it's upside down. Out of cardboard. And inside I filled it with, this is one of her envelopes. I filled it with stuff. This is the paper. This paper. Filled it with stuff from Your Creative Studio. And it's a nifty little book, and there's a tutorial for this and how I decorated it too. And I'll do something a little something with this box at the end of this video. So the washi tape, can't find the end here. Everything in her boxes is always so vintage looking. It's a little bit of a glare, sorry, but it's loaded with candles. I am going to love this box. There's one thing that I like. Well, at the beginning of the video, before I even knew what this theme was, I said how much I love to light a candle and sip my tea. So I love candles as much as I love tea. So I'm going to love this theme. And as I take things out, I do tend to separate the goodies from the packaging, because I don't just throw everything back in. I organize, like I'm going to put this with my washi and this with my envelopes, etc. This, it says Cottage Garden on it, and made in, I think it's either Taiwan or China. Well, is anything made in Taiwan anymore? I don't know. And these are little, I believe I got some of these in the other box. They're little pieces of paper, and they have a really nice texture to them, and these would be really nice for collaging. I can already see maybe putting one on an envelope for a little journaling spot. And they're kind of a cross between tissue paper and regular paper. They almost feel like a linen paper. They're very nice, and there's some larger ones in there too. So we've got some paper, and we have some little airmail envelopes. Very cute. I always love envelopes because you can just do so many things with them, tuck so many things, little secret things inside. So these are very cute. So I will put those over with the envelopes. I have a little stash here that I came across. I'm doing some more de-stash kits for you all, and I came across some old envelopes that I have in my stash from 1890, and lots of old envelopes. So I happen to have an envelope pile started, so I'll just put those right with that pile. And then you always get 1 or 2 cling stamps. The other thing that I discovered on her webpage is that a lot of these cling stamps, for a time, you can buy just the stamps, and they're really nice images on these stamps, but they do seem to sell out quickly. There was one that I saw on there that was a vintage ticket, and it was a stamp, and it said cinema on it and had some images on it. I loved it, but it was sold out. So I think you do have to get to her stuff fairly quickly. So, ooh, there's several in here. I can picture me doing some cards, using these on cards, but even stamping them in Tim Holtz brown onto a coffee stained piece of paper. I love these. I'll stamp with those so you can see what they look like. I'll set those aside, and we'll do the other stamp. So here's another cling stamp, and looks like maybe it's going to be a camping lantern or a gas lantern, which would be cool. My husband and I do a lot of camping. And it is. That's very nice. Sorry, there's a glare. Very, very nice. So you do have to have an acrylic block, or you don't have to. You could use something else. But these are not mounted, and they do have a sticky. If you pull this top part off, there is sticky underneath. So this is going in my envelope pile. Oops, I should have put this one there, and I'll put the stamps over here to play with in a little bit. Ooh, very, very vintagey. And again, made in China. And it looks like maybe it's vellum. See, that's the fun thing about this box, is it's just not one thing. You don't just open it and that's what you get. The gift keeps on giving. You keep getting to open different things and see little surprises. And definitely you can use the packaging too. Don't throw that away. Oh yeah, this is these are, I love these. These are stickers on vellum. Love these. I said in the last video that I kind of stopped using stickers. I didn't like the glossiness of them. Oh, there's a vintage camera. But these, when you stick them onto something, you can't even tell that it's a sticker. So that one looks a little spiritistic. I will probably not use that one just because of my religious beliefs, that's all. Pizza! There's that one again. We'll throw that one out. Okay. So cute. Yeah, these will be super fun. And again, the packaging is just awesome too. So that's going over here with the paper. Let's open this up. This is, oops, this is heavy. I don't know what this is. Let's see. I will throw this away. There's actually one thing I'm not keeping. Oh, it says nameplate Nameplate rectangle. Oh yes. Oh my goodness, you guys are going to love these. Look. They're stickers and they're nameplates. Oh my goodness. I mean, I could use all of these up in 1 week. These are awesome. Awesome, Amanda. I love these. Yes, and you could even, well, let's do it right now. Let's take a green one. See, sometimes I have to play with things immediately. I can't wait. Let me get my vintage photo, which I always have on my desk. And just without, I'm not even going to use a block or anything, but let's just take this little tiny candle. I don't know how it's going to do without a block, but oh, that's so cute. Look. So adorable. So I love these. And man, is she generous. I don't know how she does it. I do not know how she keeps the cost down, especially shipping from Canada. Canada's crazy. I can't believe what some people pay to have my stuff shipped to them through Etsy, shipped to Canada. It's unbelievable how much they charge. So I don't know how she keeps the cost down. I wish I knew her secret, because I really work on trying to keep my costs down, but she's really nailed it. So a little nameplate rectangle. I would even cut out the one and use the one on the box if I run out. Okay, let's get the box back over here. And oh, this looks like a little tiny journal. Oh, it is. It's a little journal. And it has a cute little band around it that says Your Creative Studio, made out of vellum. I mean, even little touches like that, guys, and if you don't have your own Etsy store, maybe you're not aware of how much every little thing costs. Even just putting little things like this. And nowadays too, when you buy off of Etsy, everybody expects a freebie. I don't know who started that, but now it's kind of a thing that you have to throw a freebie in there too. And everything adds up. Oh my goodness. The quality of this paper, it has a leather-like texture. There's no way you're going to be able to see it on camera. And it's a really cloudy day today, so I'm having lighting issues. But this is so nice. I love this paper. Wow. I would love to get my hands on some of this paper. And it looks all coffee stained. That is really nice, and it's got her logo on the bottom, so this is probably her design. And it has a candle on the front and a nameplate on the top. And everything's so cohesive, too. I love that little journal. And here's a little charm that's also a lantern. That will go over there. And then Natural Collection from Mocard in China. Not quite sure what this is. But again, look at the packaging, okay? Amanda had to pay for twine for every one of these. There's another label on the outside, and then, a belly band. And then you take it off, and there is a vellum envelope that you can use in your kit, in your project. So I really don't know how she does it. And these are, let me move the box out of the way a little bit. Are these stickers? Yeah. Oh, this is like a combination of things. So stickers that, again, backed with vellum, some paper, perfect size to make such a pretty envelope. Paper, stickers. Ooh, here's some little mushrooms, and these are all kind of garden themed, botanical themed, and some little tags. Very nice. Just a nice variety. And this looks like this would be something that you would fold up and make into an envelope. Yes. So that's even cool too. More vellum stickers. And some larger, glossy stickers. And a larger piece of vellum that's adhesive backed. So there's a really nice variety here. Very nice. And a nice envelope. Put that aside. Well, hi, kitty cat. My cat's in here. She normally the dog doesn't let her in here, which I don't like. I don't like the dog being territorial because my cat is 17 years old and she deserves some love too. Okay, here's another little something made in China. Oh, it's an envelope set. More envelopes. Oh, how nice. So these are made of vellum and then they're stamped. And I don't know. Seems to be a foreign language, or maybe it's not, and I just can't read today. I don't know. And then there's a little something inside. Looks like just a little decorative piece of paper with, oh, pretty. So this is really pretty. So there's a couple of pieces of stationery. So you could write a little letter, and then you put them back into your envelope, and then there's even a little sticker with leaves on it so that you can close that shut. That's really super clever. Really pretty. And you get 3 of these. Very nice. Really original. And then we have some stickers with the lanterns on them again, which is going to be really fun for my camping albums. And some 6x6 these adhesive backed papers. So you can just stick these on anything. You don't even have to use your glue, which you know I hate glue. This one has a candle on it. So very nice. So Amanda, once again, you have outdone yourself. I think this video is going a little long, so I'm going to do another video creating something with this box. I'll put the link below once I get that particular video done. I'm going to put this all, whoops, get these envelopes out of there. Put this all back in the box for now instead of organizing it because I have to make something with it. And I'll do something with these stamps. And so in closing, I just want to say, remember to be good to yourself. Remember to love yourself too, or you have no love to give others. I know we hear that all of the time, but putting it into practice is very important. So I love you. Make sure you love yourself too. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.